games, 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 games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great, that's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
A very warm day outside by... Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making his 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
They start the drive with Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5 and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front-runner with him under center.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. Rodgers again now. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Cousins from the gun on third. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. There's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he'll let let this go deep for Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Gets past one man. And some room to work. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down to the 35-yard line. 41 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. And he has been tremendous to start the new year. A first down throw for Cousins. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throw caught there by Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, 35 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Packers.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his rush coming, and he's taken down. Quay Walker, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. His throw incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins gives way to Cook. A nice little juke. That's a room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Cook showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Rodgers going to throw. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Cousins on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline.
Intentional ground.
And indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Completes this one to Thornton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they are in the field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. To throw is Cousins. Steps away to his left. Complete. Smith has it. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins now to throw on first down.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson
now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers first touchdown. Romeo Doubs making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quay Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing, Cousins. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Cousins to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long for Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
At the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to Rager.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Cousins. He's got Smith here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Cousins now. And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 and 1.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break it.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division, you knew.
When the members on and get a going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like,